Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about Google CEO Sundar Pichai's journey. How did Sundar Pichai, who was born without a silver spoon in the mouth, transformed himself to be one of the world's richest executives? Today, let's talk about him, the CEO who runs Google and is making this empire more and more powerful. Larry Page, one of the founders of Google, once said, Mr. Pichai has extensive technical experience, sharp insight for products, and talent of being an entrepreneur. This year, 2022, it was another big day for Google. At this year's developer conference, Google released a series of artificial intelligence products and services like Google Assistant, which is an intelligent search assistant, Google Home, which is an smart home hardware series, and Daydream VR, which is a virtual reality platform. Now, we all know that data searching relies on Google, life depends on Google, leisure and entertainment also depend on Google. Pichai became the CEO of the company in 2015. Soon after his new appointment, he has already become one of the highest paid executives in the world. In 2015, according to the Bloomberg Salary Index, he ranked third with an annual salary of $150 million. In this February, Google gave him an exotic award, the highest bonus ever in the history. RSU of $199 million. These numbers are based on the market value of that particular day. Although nowadays he is one of the most successful CEO around the world, but his childhood was not that fancy. He was born in India into a middle-class family. In his inspiring speeches, he revealed that his father has to spend 1 year equivalent salary on his plane tickets. He told that America was expensive. A phone call back home was more than $2 a minute, and a backpack cost the same as his dad's monthly salary in India. Pichai's journey was indeed a tough one. He was born in 1972 in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India, to a stenographer mother and an engineer father. Due to space constraints, in the two-room apartment, he and his brother used to sleep on the floor of his living room. Theirs was a very traditional and down-to-earth family which prioritized their children's education by sacrificing comforts like television and car. And he definitely fulfilled the expectations of his family. After his schooling, he entered IIT Kharagpur. Moving to the United States, he attained an MS from the Stanford University in Material Science and Engineering, and further attained an MBA from Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. After completing his master's degree, Pichai wanted to do a PhD program at Stanford and wanted to stay in the academic field. But he changed his mind later on and made a decision to end his studies. He started working as an engineer and product manager at Applied Materials, a semiconductor company in Silicon Valley, and then worked as management consulting at McKinsey & Company. In 2004, Pichai officially joined Google, where he led the product management and innovation efforts for a suite of Google's client software products, including Google Chrome, Chrome OS, as well as being largely responsible for Google Drive. At that time, Microsoft replaced the default search engine on Windows with its own search engine, Bing. And 2 years later, almost everyone was using Internet Explorer. On this move of Microsoft, he suggested enabling the Google toolbar, allowing manufacturers to install it directly on PCs and browsers to guide users to the Google search engine, which was a huge success. Google noted that the toolbar increased the visitors and user searches. The success of Google Toolbar made Pichai think, why not develop Google's in-house browser? And in 2008, with Pichai's active promotion, Google officially launched the browser Google Chrome. This also turned out to be a very smart move, as it allowed users to access Google's search engine directly. And soon after that, Chrome took over all the competitors like Internet Explorer and Firefox to become the world's most important browser. As a result, Pichai was promoted to Vice President of Product Development with the responsibility of enhancing the company's core products. In 2009, Pichai demonstrated Chrome OS to the public, an operating system which was so different from traditional OS. In addition, Pichai led the team to expand Maps, Gmail, Search, and other products. In 2012, he was promoted to Senior Vice President of Chrome and Apps. Meanwhile, Android, which is now being used by 200 million people worldwide, is also related to Pichai. Android, originally managed by Andy Rubin, was taken over by Pichai after it was bought by Google in 2013, and he spent a short time to develop the smartphone app into a comprehensive platform for smartwatches, TVs, cars, payment services, and so on. In addition, he also launched the Android One project, through which he hopes to build a low-cost smartphone for 5 billion internet users in the future. Since his appointment as CEO in 2015, Google stepped into another stage. In 2015, Google has exceeded analysts' expectation in every quarter, with net revenue growth of 10.2%. At the same time, capital expenditure showed the first year-over-year decline since 2008. Pichai's contributions to Google have made him an international celebrity in the tech field, and his abilities have been noticed by many tech giants in Silicon Valley. Many of them gave him offer with huge benefits, but no matter how tempting it was, Pichai still stays at Google. Some people say that Page is a dreamy entrepreneur with a great mind, good at portraying and planning grand blueprints. Beside that, Pichai is a great operator with a strong execution who can organize a team, appoint the right people, and then complete the tasks successfully. So, it was the wise decision to leave operations of Google at Pichai's hands, who is continuously striving to make Google at #1 position. So, that's the legendary life of Sundar Pichai, and in the next video, let's talk about Satya Nadella. Thank you so much for watching this video and hit that subscribe button for more updates from Bullsmart Finance. Stay tuned.